I'm about to give you one of the most dominant strategies in cryptocurrency, a strategy that would let you buy in right here, right before a parabolic move in cryptocurrency that rose almost 5,000%. People would kill to know, when is the parabolic top? How do I invest right before the parabolic top? That's what everyone wants to know. So I designed a simple and easy strategy that you can follow to time the next parabolic top in cryptocurrency. Welcome in. If you're new, my name is Steve. Hit that subscribe button on this channel. We keep it simple. Let's jump into the strategy. So what I want you to do is pull up your chart, put on the Bitcoin US dollar index, and go to the monthly chart. Now, I want you to pull it up precisely like we have it here. We're going to identify this 2016 right before this parabolic top, and we're going to identify this 2020 area right before this parabolic top. In order to accomplish this goal, we want to understand these parabolic tops so we can time the next parabolic top, which may come this year or at the latest next year, and we'll get to that. But first, what I want you to do is we're going to pull up two indexes. All right. The first one is the rank correlation index. Now, you may say to yourself, okay, if I pull up this index and this index, there's no way I'll be able to follow it. I don't have enough trading knowledge. Not to worry. I'm going to keep it incredibly simple, and you're going to be able to look like a professional looking at this index and this index. Okay, so we're going to pull up this one first. What I want you to do is go to the indicators, and on here type RCI for rank correlation index, and you're going to click on this one right here. Once it comes onto your screen, I want you to go into the gear icon so we can fix up the settings so it looks precisely like the one I have here. So we have all of our settings right here. You can take a screenshot, and the styles are here, including the thickness and etc. Now, what I want you to do is understand the basics about this rank correlation index. The rank correlation index, in a nutshell, measures overbought and oversold. Now, in order for us to time this parabolic top, we have to understand overbought and oversold. You never want to enter the market when it's overbought. For example, anytime we're near a top, that's going to be the most overbought that Bitcoin or crypto or your favorite coin has ever been. And you never want to be buying when something is overbought, because markets always do the opposite of the majority. If the majority is buying like crazy, you need to be selling, okay? So we use this rank correlation index to understand overbought and oversold. When something is oversold, meaning everyone is selling, you need to be buying at that moment. It's very difficult to do that because of human emotion, which is why in this video, I'm going to give you the two simple steps for you to buy directly before the parabolic top. Okay, and this strategy has worked so far in Bitcoin's entire history, and we're going to be looking at it for this coming market cycle. So now you've got the rank correlation index up. You understand that there are three distinct lines. We are not going to be playing much with the blue line today. We're going to be really focused on this red line, and in particular, the red line in relationship to the green line. We'll get to that a little bit more in a moment, but let's draw our attention to the bottom of the screen. We're about to set up our second index, and this one is called the Traders Dynamic Index. And essentially, what you want to do is go to the Indicators tab and type in Traders Dynamic Index GM, and it's going to come up. And you're going to click on this one right here from Juan. Now you click on that. Once you're going to get it up, click on the gear icon, go to inputs, make sure you have these distinct settings as well as these styles, including thickness, etc. on each one. And we will have the chart look exactly like I have here today. So now you got your monthly chart up, you got your rank correlation index and the Traders Dynamic Index. So the Traders Dynamic Index, it looks a little bit crazy, right? There's a lot going on. I'll explain it very, very simply. The Traders Dynamic Index focuses on two two main things. Number one, it's looking at the relationship between the volatility of the market, how volatile the market is versus the strength of the market. Now, once we combine these three things, we can understand how to invest right before a parabolic top. We understand what is overbought versus oversold, and then we have to understand the volatility of the market, how volatile the market is, and then the strength of the market. Is the strength of the market relative to the volatility? Are they in line or are they going opposite directions? And we have to understand how these pair together so that we can use a strategy to enter the market before a parabolic top. Now, if you enter the market before a parabolic run-up, you're going to be able to invest at that moment in Bitcoin or any altcoin, right? The market at this point is prime. Now, can you go to CoinMarketCap and invest in the 9,000th ranked coin? I don't recommend it. I recommend you play with the top 50, maybe top 75, but that's pushing it a little bit. But I would really recommend you stay in the top 20 to play it more safe. It just depends on your risk profile. If you want less risk, play in the top 10. If you want a little bit more risk, play in the top 30. If you want to be really risky, play in the top 75. But with risk comes loss. All right. So it depends where you want to be, but this strategy is going to dominate, right? So here's how it works. We've got it set up precisely like this, and it happens in 2 steps. Now, keep in mind, we are in 2016, we had a market cycle high. We had a very large downfall in price into a bear market. We built a beautiful base at the bottom of the bear market with our first bottom here and our second bottom here. And we had just come out, and I'm going to teach you how to invest here before a parabolic run. That same strategy would have had you invest here directly before this massive parabolic run here. And it happens in 2 steps. Step 1, you're going to look at the rank correlation index. And you need these 2 steps to be true at the same time. That's how simple this strategy is. If you have one step that says yes and the second step says no, you can't buy. If you have the first step say yes and the second step say yes, then you can buy. Now keep in mind, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but this is a very powerful strategy. Step number 1 is you need this red line to be above the green. So for example, back here, could we have bought back here? No, our red line was not above the green. Oh, Steve, how come we can't buy back here? Wouldn't that be better? Yeah, in retrospect, that would be better, but the market wasn't aligned yet. Again, we got to look at the volatility of the market, the strength of the market, and overbought, oversold, and combine those 3 with no false signals. We don't want any false signals. So the market came up with this red line above the green right here, right? Now, what we need to be true at the same time is we need the bottom of our screen with the trader's dynamic index. We need that red line to be above the orange line, okay? So we're looking at the red line here and the red line here. At the top of your screen, you need the red line above the green. At the bottom of our screen, we need the red line above the orange. If both are true at that moment, you can enter the market. So we could have entered as early as this candle, but it really became abundantly clear with this candle. Okay, so that told us, hey, the market, the strength is in a very good position. The volatility is about to pick up in a very, very large way, and we are oversold, meaning it's probably a good time to enter the market. Okay, so at that moment, that was the time to enter. We had a yes with step number 1. Are we above? Is our red line above the green? And step number 2 is our red line above the orange. Okay, now when we fast forward to 2020, let's take a look. And then we're going to examine where we are current day and how close we are to our parabolic top, which will help you invest into whatever you would like to in cryptocurrency. But let's fast forward to 2020. Step number 1 is our red line above the green. We got our red line above the green right around here. Okay. Step number 2 is our red line above the orange at the bottom of the screen. It happened right here we got our red line above the orange, but we didn't have 2 yeses yet, so we could not have bought yet. We had a yes at the bottom of our screen. We did not have a yes at the middle of our screen. We need 2 yeses, which, case in point, let's look here. Could we have entered the market here? Well, right here with price, we did not have this red line above this green line, and we did not have this red line above the orange. So when you look at it, it eliminates these false signals that come into the market. It lets you buy in right before the parabolic top. Boom. Here we had the red line finally get above the green line, and here the red line was above the orange line. Okay, both have to be yes at precisely the same time. Now let's examine what's happening present day with crypto and when we can anticipate this coming. We have 1 yes. We have the red line above the green. Okay, so this is our first yes. What we are waiting for is for this red line to get above the orange. Right now, we're not quite there. We're almost in the middle of these two. Now, keep in mind, this band at the bottom, this Traders Dynamic Index, if you guys are familiar with the Bollinger Bands, it's very similar to Bollinger Bands in that it creates this channel for us to understand the strength in terms of its volatility and how those are correlating together, right? So what we're waiting for is this red line to get above the orange to signal to us that a parabolic run is coming, okay? We're not quite there. I will keep you updated. This is the strategy to follow for the remainder of this year and next year. Share this with everybody who you know is in crypto. Share it in your chat groups, share it in the forums, drop a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you right back here in the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. Do you want less stress and more success in crypto? Click this video right now.